discovering the coastline stretching from the Scottish mountains to the English border. It's a coast that's never far from the cities, but often feels wild and remote. Although I used to come to the Galloway coast on holiday as a kid, much of it feels far off the tourist trail. But legend has it that people were beating a path to this place for centuries. This, it's said, is where Ninian, later to be Saint Ninian, established Christianity in Scotland 1500 years ago. This little cave was always a must-see for Christian pilgrims. And tradition has it that St Ninian himself, the man credited with bringing Christianity to Scotland, used to take time out of the office to come down here and be alone with his thoughts. It's a good place for that, because the world does seem quite far away from here. This remote and windswept stretch of coastline might seem an unlikely spot to try and establish Christianity in Scotland, but 1,500 years ago, this bit of Galloway was buzzing. The sea made Galloway a commercial crossroads, not just for Britain and Ireland, but for trade with Europe. They may have been pagans, but the good people of Galloway were very open to new ideas. So this might have been the perfect springboard for St Ninian's Christian mission. Firm evidence of Ninian's impact on this coast has always been hard to come by. But 20 years ago, an archaeological dig nearby unearthed the true scale of St Ninian's following. I know, because I was a fresh-faced archaeology student on that very dig. In the late 80s, our trials uncovered more than 1,600 skeletons dating back 700 years. The remains of a thriving town geared up to service the St Ninian pilgrimage industry. St Ninian's story has certainly been a major attraction for centuries. On this part of the coast, there are many tales of struggles between Christians and pagans. Some may be legend, others are pure fiction. Galloway's also famous as the location for a legendary cult movie, The Wicker Man.
Mighty God of the sun, bountiful goddess of our orchards, accept our sacrifice and make our blossoms fruit.
The film tells the story of a fervently Christian policeman, Edward Woodward, who falls victim to Christopher Lee and his effigy-burning locals. The Wicker Man was supposedly set in the Outer Hebrides. But filming there was a ferry ride too far for a low-budget British horror. Instead, the filmmakers came to Galloway, far more convenient, and, they thought, the perfect lookalike landscape for a remote, pagan community. But it's the locals who've had the last laugh. That cult 70s movie spawned its own worldwide following, and the tourist industry here is only too happy. Of course, this is just folk here having a bit of fun with the wild and untamed reputation of this part of the coast. But they can't help wondering what old St Ninian would make of all this.